Hello and welcome to the Rhubarb Room. My name is Thomas and thank you for joining me for another review and unboxing of the Bokksu monthly subscription box. And yeah, this is just a Japanese monthly snack subscription box that you can get from the website Bokksu. I'll leave it in the description if you want to go get one. Obviously not sponsored. Yeah, but if you do like this sort of stuff and you are new, maybe do consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be notified of when new videos come out. And yeah, let's get into this really, because last time I was quite happy with what we got last time. There's a lot of stuff I did like, but then there was also the uni, which is the sea urchin snacks, that I really didn't like. But I will let you know that the rest of my family loved them. Surprisingly, they thought it was one of the best things. So obviously that was just a taste difference that we have. And yeah, apparently they were quite nice, so maybe don't take my word for it. So let's make our way through this box and yeah, get into it. Now, I will notice, well I did notice that the tag on it is actually not there. So hopefully nobody's stolen any of my snacks. But let's give it an open. This one is pretty full. It is pretty full. Let's give you another look. Yeah, some things fell out. It's alright, I'll get those in a second. So like the last one, we have a pamphlet that comes with it that basically tells you all the snacks and nice goodies that are in there and where they're from. So this one is Mochi Mochi Mochi, and I'm looking forward to this one because mochi is so good. It's one of the best snacks ever. It's just that texture of it is so good, and then normally the fillings are also really, really nice as well. So opening the first page of the box, it says, "Let's talk mochi." Chewy mochi is almost synonymous with Japan. These famously sticky rice cakes are the star of this month's box. Mochi is made from mochi gome, or mochi rice, sometimes also called glutinous rice. It's a special type of short grain rice that has a higher starch content, perfect for creating that chewy texture. And that's something I really like about it. This sticky treat is usually covered in powdered rice flour to prevent it from sticking. But mochi gome is used for much more than just traditional fresh mochi, like gummies, senbei and chips. Ready to try some? I am, trust me, I really am. So let's get on to the first item. So this is an Onigiri Senbei soy sauce flavour, made by Masuya. Shaped like Japanese rice balls and featuring the classical simple flavours of soy sauce and nori seaweed, this senbei reminds us that sometimes a simple thing, well executed, can be truly satisfying. Yeah, it says the flavour's savoury, it's not vegetarian, and it gives you all the allergy contents and everything like that. So if you haven't seen something like this, I'll cover the other thing just for now. It looks like that. It does give you a nice overview of what's in there, and it tells you pretty much everything you need to know about the product, which is cool. And also, like, it really tells you who makes it, so you can go look it up if you really, really like it later. But yeah, let's give these a go. So you get 2 in a pack. Just there you get 2. It's quite a really nice soy sauce smell, actually. Can't smell too much of the seaweed. You can a little bit. Yeah, this seems really, really good. Okay then. That is super salty. Oh my god, that is really soy sauce flavoured. It is really, really salty. It's not exactly my thing, I don't think, but I can see how people would quite like this. It's nice just to try, if that makes sense, but I wouldn't actively go and buy it. But like I said, yeah, it tastes like a really rich, it's almost a bit like dark soy sauce. Yeah, it kind of tastes a little bit like that with a hint of seaweed, really. I'm guessing that's where a lot more of the saltiness comes from, even though soy sauce is salty, but it has got a really strong umami sense to it. It does make you salivate quite a lot because of the seaweed and the soy sauce being quite high in umami. But yeah, it's pretty good. I just wouldn't probably buy it for myself as a snack. So yeah, we'll move on to that one. Again, probably the family will probably really like that one. And yeah, hopefully they will at least. But let's move on to the next item. I'm just going to pick up what was on top, and it is... This is a Crepe Colori orange tea made by Nikajima Taishodo. This new sack from Nikajima Taishodo is an orange-infused crepe biscuit rolled and coated inside with a black tea cream. The crepe is a crisp and delicate combination of orange and tea and is beautifully fragrant. Okay, that sounds really damn good, actually. I can't wait for this one. Orange flavoured things are just so nice. You just can't really beat them. But this one has orange and with like a tea cream in it. Oh my god, that smells amazing. It smells like a Terry's chocolate orange. Yeah, it smells pretty much exactly like that, even though there's no chocolate here, is it? I can definitely smell like a chocolate. It pretty much tastes like, not tastes like, it smells like a chocolate orange infused thing. Basically like a Terry's chocolate orange, if you know what that is. But yeah, here's a quick look at it out of the packaging. As you can see right through the middle of it. I suppose you could use this as like a straw to maybe like drink milk or something. That would probably be pretty good, right? I think, because then it kind of infuse with a little bit of tea and orange flavour. But yeah, let's give it a go. Really nice. Not as strong as in flavour as you might think. It's really, really subtle actually, and you only kind of get it at the end. Like, yeah, you only really get it at the end. It's a very subtle flavour. I would say the first thing you get is a little bit of tea, and then you get a little bit of orange, and then it finishes with like a combination of both at the end. But yeah, like I said, it's very subtle. Not too sweet. Yeah, this is really nice, and probably would be quite good as like a straw or something. But I'll finish this one. After having the whole thing, you do kind of taste more of the tea. It does kind of, it's something that does build. Yeah, really nice that is. I'm just gonna cleanse my palate with some water though. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Let me just put the ones that are duplicates, because you do get a couple of each. So for example, we've got another 2 of the orange crepe things, and then I do have another pack of the senbei. Moving on, let's go for the drink actually. So this is Myokoen Fine Fired Tea. That sounds interesting. Hojicha Tea, made by Myokoen. Hojicha is made by slow roasting green tea leaves, which reduces the caffeine content and produces deliciously nutty, earthy flavours. This tea turns a beautiful reddish brown chestnut colour when fully brewed, and longer steeping allows for a nuttier, more complex flavour. Steep in water at 170 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 C Celsius, for at least 3 minutes, or to taste. Enjoy. Okay then, so I'm going to go do that right now, and I will be back in approximately 3 minutes. So we're back with the tea. I can't really tilt it much to actually show you. That's as far as I can get it. I don't think you can really see it, but it is like a slightly reddish, brownish colour like they said. So let's give it a quick go without any sweetener first. Doesn't actually taste of much, to be honest. Oh, it's actually got like a really nice feeling on the tongue afterwards. I don't know, it's like a almost slightly numbing sensation. Yeah, so I don't know if that's just the way it's meant to be or I'm just allergic to it. But hopefully it's the way it's meant to be. Yeah, let me just have another quick look at it. So, I mean, it does have a earthy flavour to it. It is quite earthy. I'm not really getting much of the nuttiness from it, but we'll put a little bit of honey in and see if that changes it much. Because last time with the other tea, we only did it without any sweetener, so that was my bad. I probably should have tried it with some as well. Let's give it another go. I would say that if you were going to drink something like this, it probably is... I mean, to me, like this is a slightly bit more pleasant just because it's not as earthy or nutty. But obviously, if you want it a bit more earthy or nutty, have it without the honey. It doesn't actually add that much sweetness to it. It just kind of covers... It's not actually sweet. It just covers a little bit of the earthiness of it. Yeah, as someone who's not a massive fan of like green tea and that sort of thing, this is quite nice. So I would actually buy this on its own really and just drink it normally. Yeah, let's move on to the next item. Let us go for... Oh my god, this looks amazing. Mochi Mochi Custard Daifuku. Mochi Mochi Custard Daifuku Mochi, made by Kubota Seika. Daifuku are stuffed mochi, and this custard-filled version is exceptionally soft. The thick set custard filling is silky smooth and diffuses the delicious flavour of vanilla through each bite. It does sound pretty good, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, let's get into this one. Because, yeah, I can't actually wait for this. This is going to be so good. I'm actually going to be super disappointed if it's not. So you do get 2 in a pack. They actually smell a little bit citrusy, like very slightly, but you can also smell vanilla, and they are super soft. That's it. I'll try to see if I can actually show you how soft this is. But yeah, it is like super soft. It's like, it's pretty much like, it's softer than Play-Doh pretty much. But yeah, you can stretch it, and yeah, it's seems really good. So let's give it a go. That's good. I would never have thought to put custard inside mochi. It is different. I don't think it's for everybody. I definitely don't think it's for everybody. Just because of the texture and the taste of the custard with the texture of the mochi. Yeah, it's not a super like yellow filling. It's quite transparent actually, to be honest. Just give it a little bit of a squeeze to see if it will kind of come out. Yeah, so there's not much that can actually fall out, but it's enough that you can actually taste it. But yeah, it's a really nice filling actually. The vanilla's quite strong. So yeah, really nice. The only thing is, it does take a while to get through it to actually finish it. But yeah, that's probably the favourite thing so far of this box. So let's get into the next item. Okay, so these look like they've probably got kinako on them, which, as we learned last time, is like a roasted soybean powder. These are Funwari Meijin Mochi Puffs, black syrup kinako, made by Echigo Seika. These mochi are made with 100% Japanese mochi gommi rice that is pounded and transformed using a unique, patented process into a lighter-than-air confection. Afterward, they are covered in brown sugar syrup, cocoa powder, and kinako powder for a sweet and nutty flavour. That sounds really good. As we learned, I do quite like kinako, but this being combined with cocoa powder and a sugar syrup, yeah, this should be pretty nice. Oh, that is an interesting smell. Quite cocoa powder forward, but having it mixed in with the kinako powder does give it like an interesting smell. There we go. That's what it looks like. And let's give it a go. Whoa. Oh, that's good. That is very unique. I couldn't really compare that to anything. It almost has the flavour and kind of a little bit of the texture of when you do have a little bit of cocoa powder on its own. Try to think of mixing in like a darker sugar, like a syrupy dark sugar, and then also let's say you were licking a walnut at the same time. That's as best as I can describe it. The taste. Yeah, it's pretty unique. It's quite hard to describe, so it's something you definitely have to try yourselves. But yeah, it's pretty good. I could probably finish those, to be honest. So before I do, let's move on to the next thing, and we'll just cleanse my palate with some tea. Let's go for, I think after something like that, we need something probably citrusy. So let's go for these. Yuzu Gummy, made by Lion. These refreshing yuzu gummies have a mochi chewiness to them. The freshness of yuzu is bright on the tongue, while the slight natural bitterness adds natural complexity. Okay, let's open these. I do like things with yuzu in them. It is really nice. Quite different, not massively different to lemon, but different enough to, yeah, just make it quite interesting. Oh, that smells really nice. So you do get quite a few in this pack, and yeah, they just kind of look like little gummies. Yeah, so just little normal gummies, really. So let's give it a go. Oh, that is chewy. Whoa. Really, really nice though. Whoa. That has so much flavour. This is good. That yuzu really does come through. So yeah, it is quite sweet, but also really well balanced and a little bit sour and bitter. No, not bitter actually, just a bit sour, which is balanced with the sweetness. And yeah, as well as being quite fragrant, these are really, really nice. So yeah, these are another really nice item. Yeah, so far though, we've liked pretty much everything. So that's a good sign for the next thing to come. So let's go for something a bit more savoury, I think, anyway. Let's go for what looks like some crisps. Some garlic crisps, it looks like. Super Heart Chipple Garlic, made by Riska. Don't let the flames on the bag scare you off. These super light rice crackers are pretty light on the spice, but heavy on the garlic. A dusting of paprika gives them their orange colour and adds complexity to the powerful garlic flavour. Okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I love things with garlic, and you know, since it's got a little bit of paprika and a little bit of spice to it, these are going to be really, really nice. Just have a little look in there. All these do smell really good. So yeah, they are just kind of like puffed little rice. Just show you one there. Just, yeah, basically puffed rice. Yeah. Whoa, that's good. As soon as you take a bite, it pretty much starts dissolving, and wow, it does. Oh my god, the garlic flavour just builds. That's incredible. It's still like getting stronger. Whoa, these are good. This is going to leave you with bad garlic breath afterwards though. Maybe I should have had these last, to be honest, but you do get a really light kick, and it's probably just from the paprika maybe. Because it's not strong enough to actually make you think there's actually any actual chili or anything in there. So it might just be the paprika. But yeah, these are good. Save those for later. Right then. Oh, they're really nice. Okay, next item. Yeah, in these boxes there is just a lot of variety and the stuff in there. There's just so much. It just keeps going. So hopefully you guys like this kind of longer style of unboxing, I'd say, because it does take a bit longer than, say, the Nihon box, but that is just because there is so much more in here. So the next item looks like to be some just gummies. Haichu Premium Red Grape Flavor, made by Morinaga Seika. Haichu is one of Japan's most popular gummy brands, known for its delicious flavours. For their premium line, Haichu uses premium flavours like red grape and adds a candy coating around their beloved chewy filling. So I have had things by Haichu before. I don't think I've had these though. I think the Haichu, they do like a stick sort of sweet that's... yeah, I think it's almost like chewing gum, but you can actually eat it. Or maybe I am just thinking of chewing gum. I'm not sure on that one. Maybe someone let me know if you, in fact, know. But we'll just give these an open. It is quite hard, actually. And, okay. Not actually... Oh, wow, the smell from that. That is strong. Whoa, that is really strong. It's like just when you first open a bottle or a can of like a grape juice drink. Yeah, it's pretty much just like that, and it is quite soft and malleable. So there they are, and you can see it's got a little sugar coating on top. So let's give this a go as well. Oh wow. Oh wow, that is really nice. Not gonna lie, that's probably the most grape tasting, grape flavoured item I've ever eaten. Or eating. Quite chewy. Does get in your teeth. Yeah, that is really, really good. I got to stop using really, really good. It's it's oishi desu, tasty. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Let's try with that one. Like I said, it's got a really realistic grape taste to it. I would say, think of an ordinary red grape, and then maybe add a little bit of powdered sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit, and I think you can get pretty actually close to what those taste like. So yeah, they're pretty spot on, to be honest. Really nice. So let's move on to the next mochi item, since this is a mochi box. So these are Kapiko Mochi, made by Nihonbashi Kabo. Inspired by the popular Japanese drink Kapiko, the outside layer is a sweet soft rice cake, while the inside is a marshmallow layer covering the sweet and tangy Kapiko flavoured jam centre. That sounds really good. Kapiko, I know I've had it before, but I can't actually remember what it actually tastes like. If I had to just go off straight away, I think it was kind of like a milky soda drink, if that makes sense. If you've never had one of those, they are really nice, even though they sound really weird, but it's like carbonated milk. But I can't actually remember if Kapiko is that. So I'm sure this might kind of make me remember, just because it probably tastes pretty similar. Again, this is super soft. You can see just how soft it actually is. So, yeah. Yeah, there's the Kapiko taste. It's almost like, yeah, so it is kind of like a milky drink. It's think of like a soured milk, like a slightly soured milk. I know that sounds horrible, but trust me, it's actually pretty good. I'll show you the center of this as well. Well, if we were doing mochi eating timings, this was actually a lot quicker than the last one to get through. But that's super nice as well. I just love mochi, really. I don't know if that's become apparent, but I love mochi. So let's move on to the next mochi. Satoshi Lemon Mochi, made by Seiki. Upon opening the wrapping to this yellow mochi, the scent of lemon comes wafting out. Satoshi lemons are known for their sweetness, perfect for flavouring snacks. This mochi even has Satoshi lemon peels kneaded into the rice cake. Alright, I do like a lemon snack, just like I like the yuzu snacks. I just like citrusy snacks. It is a very pleasant lemon smell. I can't actually get it out. It's kind of stuck to the packaging. Oh dear. Yeah, they probably could have gone a little bit more powder on it. As you can see, it is just stuck. Oh god. Okay, we'll get it from the sides. And yeah, you can see a little bit of the peel needed in there actually. It smells a little bit like a hard-boiled sweet. That's lemon flavoured. Let's give this one a go. I'm quite excited for this one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed just because there is a little bit of a lack of flavour. Like, the mochi itself, the texture is really nice and silky smooth, and then you do get a little bit of the peel that you kind of have to chew through, and it just changes the texture, and it's quite nice. But the actual taste of the lemon, I wouldn't say there's no sourness there. There's a little bit of sweetness, and there is just a subtle hint of lemon flavour. It's still nice, but it's just a little bit disappointing after the previous mochi that have been super packed with flavour. This one's just taken it all back and gone for a much more just subtle taste. It's still nice though. I'm going to finish it. Eating the rest of it, you do get a lot more flavour come through, but still not as strong as the other ones. And this one actually does seem to linger a bit more actually subtly in your mouth. Quite refreshing actually. A nice kind of palate cleanser to the other stuff that we've that I've had. Just going to take a little sip of tea again. I will say you can actually taste more nuttiness when it's cold. That's interesting. So let's get on to the next item, which I think, how many items are left? There are 3 more items. Okay, so we'll get through these. It's probably already a long video, but if you have stayed, then thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. So let's go for these. These are olive and olive arare, made by Morihaku Seika. Olive is a pretty rare flavour for Japanese snacks, but these arare rice crackers are as delicious as they are unique. They are light and crunchy with a rich and earthy umami flavour from the extra virgin olive oil and just a hint of salty tang. Alright, okay. I think I needed something a little bit salty, so this was a good pick out actually. They're quite small, so that's going to be interesting how flavourful they're going to be. Yeah, it's just an individually wrapped little rice cracker. It does smell pretty good. Yeah, okay. The Italian in me is singing right now. Does smell good. Let's give this one a go as well. Definitely has a salty tang. Oh, that's good. That is very good. I like that a lot. You definitely... that is good. Okay, so you get a immediate salty tang to it, like it does say. And then you get to taste the actual rice, which is really nice to taste, because a lot of these rice snacks, you don't usually actually taste the rice that much, even though that does sound a bit strange, but you don't actually taste the rice that much. But yeah, this one you do taste the rice, and then you get some olive oil flavour to kind of end it. So yeah, it's really nice. It's a shame they're just individually wrapped, you don't get like a bag of them, because yeah, I could snack on them for quite a while. But let's move on to the penultimate item, I think. Let's go with this one. Pudding Daifuku Mochi, made by Tomatsu. This golden Daifuku Mochi is filled with a smooth pudding cream surrounded by a thin layer of caramel marshmallow and surrounded by soft chewy mochi. That sounds amazing. Not gonna lie, that does sound pretty damn good. Yeah, let's get into this one. Doesn't actually smell of much. Actually, it's got no smell to it at all. And just like the rest of the mochi, super soft. Yeah, you can really just stretch it out. I'm looking forward to the pudding and the caramel in it though, so yeah. Oh, that is good. Again, I'd say probably maybe a little bit of an odd combination. But one that I really, really like. It's just like one of those pudding cups that you get with the caramel sauce in the bottom. And yeah, it's like one of those ones that you put in the fridge. It's really, really nice. You could probably actually see the pudding a bit better in this one. You can see the little layer of caramel in the sides and then the pudding coming out in the middle. But this one is another really, really good mochi. The very last item, I just dropped my spoon, is Mochi Mochi Chocolate Ganache, made by Bourbon. A rich dark chocolate ganache is hiding in the center of these chewy mochi. The mochi wrapper is soft and thin, while the chocolate center is thick and creamy. This mochi is, in a word, decadent. Well, what a thing to leave for the last item then. I'm quite happy I did. It sounds pretty good. It does sound pretty good, not gonna lie. So yeah, let's give it a little open on the pull tab. Oh, that's pretty satisfying. Okay, so there are two packs of 4. Oh, and it actually does give you a little like a little toothpick. So they must be quite soft. It does smell of dark chocolate. Not a massive smell again, but usually you don't because it's obviously encased. In terms of softness, they don't actually seem too soft, actually. To be fair, these are the hardest mochi, but again, they do have ganache inside, and you can definitely feel it. But yeah, I'm quite excited for this one, so let's give it a go. Holy moly, that is some nice chocolate. Wow, I wouldn't say it's completely dark to what we know, like maybe like 70% or more. I would say it's more like if you ever had like a Cadbury's, is it milk and dark chocolate bar? Is that what it's called or something like that? Half milk and half dark. It's a little bit like that, and it is really nice. I'll just show you the center. It is just a solid lump of ganache in there. Yeah, super nice and rich. I don't think you could have all 4. You could maybe have like 2 at a time. Because yeah, it is very, very rich. That's so good. Wow, that was really good. Wow, for this box, I don't have a favourite. I can't actually pick one because pretty much everything was really good. There's obviously a few standouts. I'd say pretty much all the mochi are like a 10. The crisps were a 10. Those ganaches were a 10. I'd say the kinako and the senbei flavoured things, that's probably like a 7 or an 8. The tea I would give maybe like a 6 or a 7. But yeah, everything was just fantastic. And I'll just leave you with where all the snacks came from. So this is where all the snacks came from. I'll get a bit closer on that bit as well. And yeah, that is it for this month's box. It was a little bit late, came a little bit late. This was meant to be the February box, but it has come at the start of March. But sometimes that happens. Hopefully the next one maybe comes a little bit earlier. But yeah, I'm going to go off and enjoy a lot more of these snacks. Maybe not now, because after eating a little bit of all of it, it does build up, and I'm a bit full, to be honest. But later on, the next few days, definitely just going to get through all that. But yeah, if you have watched until now, thank you so much. It does mean quite a lot to me. I do really appreciate it. So maybe drop a like if you did like it. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, although I wouldn't know why you would got this far if you didn't like it. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. So that's all from me. So thank you, goodbye, and ciao ciao.